Hi Scorpio, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, let go of what doesn't, and what I say at the beginning may not make sense at first, but it will all come together at the end. So let's see what comes out. Okay, Scorpio, what do they need to know for this time? So you've got Urus for your current state. You've got Birkenau for the past. You've got Thorisas for what's in your control. You've got Thogaz for what's out of your control. And you've got Suelu for the future. Okay, so let's look at these. So Urus for your current state. So this is like about will and strength. And in terms of, like, you might have like unexpected things that come up, but it will all come together in the end. But that's like what's happening right now. And for the past, you've got Birkenau, which is all about growth. So it's almost like you had some sort of change recently that really you weren't expecting, but you look back on it now and you're like, whoa, I really learned a lot about that. And through that you have Thurisaz, which is all about like new beginnings, like some sort of like fresh start. I'm almost like there's something job related here. I almost want to say like, whoa, like congratulations, there's like a big promotion happening here. So so for Thogaz, there's the breakthrough and the start of something new, and I'm really being pulled to a job right now. And so this is where, oh my gosh, this isn't Suelu. I sorry, this is the different one. So they look very similar. This one, you know what? No, I'm gonna go with the energy that came out, and that was Suelu. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm not gonna go back. Suelu is all about wholeness. So this promotion and job and change will balance out your soul, and give you a sense of accomplishment that, like, maybe your current job or the one that you just left, you just weren't getting that out of it right now or at the time. So this is where there was some sort of change, and it's almost like your boss was really pushing you, and you couldn't quite understand the full picture at the time, but your boss let you go through the stages and really let you shine. And this is where that promotion's coming in, because they let you work through all those steps and guided you along the way. And it's like you had to talk to new people, get out of your comfort zone. And this is where like people started noticing, like, hey, this person really knows what they're talking about. Like, they'd be a good fit for this, like, because they, depending where you work, like if it's like an office job of sorts, they've got like planning in terms of like looking ahead. Oh, we may have this job and this person might be a good fit for it, and they keep that in the back of their mind. So that's where that's coming in. You've really impressed someone through this, I want to say like a project or something, and this is where like everything's going to come together, and you will get that sense of accomplishment that you've been looking for. But kudos to your boss for letting you go through the motions and letting you take ownership of your work. And like they really did believe in you, so you should acknowledge that, because they were and still are rooting for you. Okay, so let's clarify with a couple other runes. Sorry if it's loud. Okay. So you've got the blank one. So you really took this project and made it your own. And you are moving. There is a job change, because Awaz is about movement. And so mention here that there's like a promotion and a new job. And so this confirms that. And you've got Manas, which is all about self. So I was in the right energy. Like, yeah, it's the wrong rune, but talking about Suelu and having that wholeness. And so Manas is about looking at yourself and making the decisions for you, and having like that inner, like looking inwards to really make the right calls for you. And maybe you've got a family. I love when this happens. So you've got the same rune that came out again. So it will come together. You will have that sense of accomplishment that you've been looking for. It will come together and balance. All right, so let's grab a couple cards. All right, Scorpio, what do you need to know at this time? Messenger. Good news is coming. Like, it's not necessarily right away, but if you keep that same work ethic going and keep that networking going and keep asking the right questions, and you will impress quite a few people. So good news is coming. You've got the Justice. It's almost like you'll have like two different choices to make through this job. Like maybe the other team will like counter offer or something. So this is where like you've got Manas, which is all about like yourself. So if there is decisions, like multiple decisions you need to make, or you need to look at what's best for you, and not necessarily like what you have to go with what feels right. But in saying that, like you've got Birkenau and Thurisaz, which took you out of your comfort zone. So that's not a bad thing, because you grow so much in those experiences. And when you lean into those uncomfortable situations, you do learn more about yourself and grow. So whatever decision you make, don't just take it because it's the easy one. Take it because you'll gain so much out of it. But you have to look inward to make that decision. Ten of Earth. There is a promotion. Like I go with what's popping up in the cards in terms of like the imagery for me. And you've got like a chest full of money. So there is a promotion coming. Congratulations. And it will all come together. And you've got Four of Air. This is throwing me for a loop. Okay, let's clarify. Okay. So you've got 2 of fire. Okay, so this confirms that it's like there's 2 offers that are coming in. So you need to look at what's best for you. You've got 8 of earth and you've got the king of air. So I'm looking at the imagery and keep looking at the feathers, and to me, blue jays are a sign of like good news coming. So this is where I'm looking at the feathers and there is good news coming. And the king takes ownership, and that's what you're doing here with that process. But in that decision, you've got to own your decision. There's no flip-flopping. So, and she looks so like lost in her thoughts. So that's where Manas comes in, that in terms of you have to weigh out the decisions, but then when you make a decision, you stick to it. And look, like the earth again, so that represents, like in the world of tarot, like the pentacles, and here you've like coins, depending on what terms you use, and you've got like all the chests of money here. So you've got the 10 of earth, the 8 of earth, which represents coins or pentacles, and this is where like you will get that balance, you will have wholeness, you'll have that sense of accomplishment, maybe more money in your bank account to splurge and do the little things for yourself that you can't necessarily do right now. But yeah, congratulations, because there's a new job, or yeah, it's good. All right, this is what I have for Scorpio at this time. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll chat later.